As the 70s roll in, stability around the world has never been as shaky. Interplanetary alliances join together to seek ideological supremacy across both planets. Cultural shifts are uprooting norms that have been in place for centuries. Technological shifts have been changing how the world itself functions. As these shifts occur, life continues in the Seedbearer region, where a seemingly random group of people have come together to try and make sense of the nonsensical. This is Hazeltown Story.
Is he dead, or did he just get knocked over?
You just see
by
that
the
he
bull?
falls to the ground.
Okay, at this point, Virtue's gonna just materialize and start punching the guy on the ground. Then
Bobby will keep his gun trained in the direction while giving Aravi a soft kick to the butt.
Okay, first off, fuck you, that's rude. And Aravia's gonna kick back at his shin.
It's a get up kick.
Yeah, Aravia's gonna start moving into the room.
Okay, so
Grasp the nearest chair.
I feel like Virtue, since you have not actually had a proper time to move.
yeah, just materialize and starts punching the guy on the ground.
Okay, so at that point, I take it. So how do you want to action roll this?
It'll be strike. So I'm guessing what risky position or control.
It's going to be a risky just because there is an armed person there. And I would say it's in your position, normal or standard. Question though, what quote unquote weapon are you using?
Honestly, this is probably just the flat of the blade.
Okay, so the answer is, are you going to try and kill him?
No.
Okay, so go ahead and roll risky standard.
Okay, 4 mixed success.
3 and 4. Okay, so you get a solid hit on him. He's on the ground. You definitely tell he's wounded. At this point, you can tell that he has been knocked out. He is now unconscious. That being said, as you beat him unconscious, you can tell that on the ground, he had the gun in one hand, but he had something else in his hand with the other. And looks like some sort of remote.
Hey, guy's down, but he had something in his hand. Ravia, I'm not opposed to you throwing me in these scenarios. Just a little more warning next time would be appreciated.
Look, he had a gun. It's not like he could have shot me, but he had a gun, okay? I panicked. I fast small specialed. It happens.
Again, like I said, just if possible, a bit more warning would be appreciated.
It's fine. His gun would have misfired anyway.
Right, I forgot about that. Actually, because it was a magic handgun, so technically he's using magic against you, not the weapon just makes it free. But I'm wondering if technically that should still count.
The exact wording is, let me see it again. It is, when being attacked by an opponent with a weapon requiring ammunition, you may make the weapon malfunction or not be loaded for 3 stress.
But the problem is that it doesn't necessarily require ammunition.
Yeah, it's how do you define ammunition at that point?
Yeah, because it is. I'll have to think on that.
That's not an issue right now.
Yeah. So, with that said, you now are in this person's office.
Y'all want to tie him up?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
As Bobby's saying this, he goes over, walks around the desk, and looks at the guy's computer.
Okay. So as you take a look at it, you can tell that before it, from what you can see, it is a login screen.
There's no way he had time to lock this with everything that happened. He had the sword chucked at him, and then he was dual wielding said sword and gun.
All right, I suppose.
It's that lock screen that shows up when it doesn't actually lock with the password. It's just the you were paused kind of thing. It's not actually password protected. It's just that immediate screen before it comes back up before.
Yeah, I could say that it maybe something happened where regardless, let's just say it looks like he was in the middle of he was typing a letter, or I should guess rather an email at this point, or a DARPAnet email, whatever the equivalent would be. He's writing a message to someone. That is basically going over some inventory of basically looking like some stolen robot parts that are being stored in the basement.
Fucking damn it! More of this shit.
Yeah, Bobby, that's against us. These damn fools.
Keep trying to do this shit. They keep trying.
Wait, you mean you've had more people do steal robot parts?
Same people.
It's every time they keep trying to break it.
Uh.
They've been trying to break into the tech industry to make more of this shit. Guess we know who the front is now.
Good to know.
Anyway, what did he have in his hand there?
It just looks like some sort of button that was depressed.
Fuck. Well, either way, Virtue, help me get some cables so we can tie him up.
Yep. I'm gonna go look for that.
Ravi's just gonna start ripping him out of the wall.
So you're going to. So what exactly are you doing?
Grabbing cables so we can tie him up.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Are you still in the room?
Yeah.
Okay. So you tie him up. I'm not going to make you roll for that.
All right. While they're doing that, Bobby is going to go through the computer and see if there's anything else of note.
So other than you find that there was also a spreadsheet open that was just basically listing some inventory of in it. It just looks like a bunch of different parts. They are all serial numbered, so they are not like listed what exactly they are.
All right. In that case, Bobby will. Are there any like floppy disks around or CDs?
Yeah.
Whatever this thing uses.
There would be some storage media.
Finally, MO discs, the way of the future.
Betamax. Bobby will insert whatever and a copy of the email and the parts list onto it.
All right. Okay. So anything else?
So what is the status of the freight elevator, considering this leads right into it?
The status of the freight elevator is basically that it in terms of like what floor it was on.
Well, yeah, or if there are any buttons up here or anything.
There would be a button that would like there'd be like a call thing. It's just like a large elevator.
I just wasn't sure of the status of security or whatever.
It should be open. That there's just a panel that it can be called to whatever floor.
Look, it was either that or my plan was to lever the door open using Virtue and then toss her down the shaft. A lot of my plans revolve around throwing Virtue, I realize.
That being said, the freight elevator is like kind of open in a spot so that it's like it's not just like open so that you could fall to your death, but it's like kind of lifts just like is a pretty stable platform.
My point stands. I could still throw Virtue down there.
Okay. So
I'm not going to. We could just take the stairs.
So that being said, so you essentially what's your next course of action? Is it actually to throw? How do you want what do you want to do now?
We could just call the elevator.
Yeah, at this point, Virtue's just got body, and now at this point, after like the dude and getting thrown, just so.
So let's see. So you're just gonna go and call the elevator?
I mean, yeah, unless Bobby has a different idea.
Yes, Bobby's gonna wake the guy up.
Time to get cold water from the fucking. Oh god, I forgot what it's called.
The water fountain?
Water cooler?
The water cooler, yeah.
Robbie just takes the whole cooler off the top and dumps it on them.
Exactly. Nice and chilled.
Let's see.
And please, I don't pour the whole thing on him. I knock it over, I pull it off, and I just start fucking spraying him down with it, just.
Okay, so you're trying to wake the guy up, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say that there's a water thing in the room. I'm trying to think, should I like from an action roll standpoint?
No, the actual correct answer of what I was gonna do is grab like three little cups and then just fill them with cold water and start splashing him in the face with it.
Okay.
Just really asinine.
I'm just trying to think.
Like, I don't think if waking him up should really be the action roll. It's more of just.
It is the thing of I'm trying to figure out what's something should happen. As I'm trying to think of like how do I
save the action roll for after he wakes up.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say you wake him up. Now you see that he is coming to.
Oh, he's going to be coming to with the barrel of a silenced pistol shoved up his nose.
Okay.
Not to the side of his head, directly up the nose.
Well, it's not all the way up the nose, but
I would
it's
feel
there to
that
make a
either
point.
one would work.
Good evening, sir.
So basically he sees you all, and then let me check something.
Also, we definitely took the gun and remote from him.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just felt the need to clarify.
So as he looks at the gun, he wakes up, he looks at his situation, and you can see him stare. You can start to see that he's like looking forward, but then as he kind of looks, he gets kind of a dazed expression. And then all of a sudden his eyes roll back in his head and he passes out again.
Fuck.
We didn't give him a
Get the-
concussion, right?
What was that?
It's
I was thinking,
Actually curious. Let's see. Oh, I'm just trying to check. I think it is more. I'm just trying to see what your two abilities are because. Okay, yeah, you just see him kind of pass out, and you can definitely tell that he is in a definitely more of a state.
Avi just shakes his head and says, "No, none of that. Come on." Starts lightly slapping him on the face.
You get no response.
Get more water.
You fucking do it.
Come now, we both know you want to dump this thing on that man.
Not particularly.
I mean, I have an idea. Richard brings the sword up. Is like,
Is there anything, you know what? I'm going to use investigate to see if I can figure out anything out of the ordinary for him.
Okay. Go ahead and it
Actually,
is a.
wait.
Go ahead.
I'm going to use focus, actually. Because this seems funky.
Okay. So you use focus. That is I'll say it is a controlled at this point, and I would say standard.
If there's anything Aravi is good at, it's sussing out weird shit.
Okay, 4 1s, 4 6. You take a look at him, and you just kind of feel like check for a pulse. That being said, you can kind of feel an energy for him, and you kind of can just from what you are feeling, you get a sensation that he has put himself in a hypnotic state that he is not going to be able to leave for quite a while.
Fucking Christ, the dumb bastard used self-hypnosis.
That right.
Mm-hmm.
Avi just kind of shrugs this. Well, have it his way, and shoots him in the head.
Okay, he's dead.
Yeah, cool.
Man unwilling to
Alright.
talk has no use to me.
all right, sure. We're gonna have to clean up the blood for this later, or
No, that's not our job.
thought I'd ask last time I've had jobs where I've had to take care of that personally.
Well, one thing's for certain. They're aware. They're probably aware we're here now, or at least they know something's going on up here.
What if we called the freight elevator and took the stairs instead?
That sounds like a good plan.
It is. I have one additional thing to add to that.
Hmm.
Ravia, sounds like you get to smash up that server room after all.
Oh, yes!
Better yet, he pulls out his lighter and lights a cigar and says, "See if you can make it burn."
Hmm. I can make it burn.
I suspect they'll come running if they think it's fire.
Ravia's gonna head out to the open storage room and see if she can find anything, any sort of accelerant.
Okay. So
Not that she even knows what that word means, but
I will say this: as you go out into the open storage room, as you just basically make a couple steps, and something feels off.
oh, good.
Make an action roll.
I'm gonna use focus again, I guess, to figure out what's fucking up.
Okay. You see. Okay. So as you focus, no, hold on. Well, first off, that is so you trying to just sit there and focus into the distance.
Just feel out the weirdness.
I'm trying to think of how I'm going to say because you don't know exactly what the thing is. I'm going to say it is a risky,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to say it is standard.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Make it desperate standard.
Oh my god, you're killing me!
Depends upon how you roll.
Also, first off, fuck you. Let me just make sure of one thing really quick. Hey, would beacon apply?
Let me take a look at the verbiage of beacon.
It says you're always aware of supernatural entities in your presence, and they are aware of you. Take plus 1d whenever you gather information about the supernatural by any means.
You know what? Yes, 1D.
Hell yeah, baby! Look at all those fives.
Yeah,
Oh, man, that's-
you almost rolled a Yahtzee.
For
5,
reference,
3, 5, 5, 5.
yeah.
Okay,
Or of kind.
so I think actually, if you roll a Yahtzee, I'm going to count that as a crit. So you kind of step out into the room, and you notice that in the kerfuffle, that there is now presence in the room.
Oh, fuck me.
From the lookout room, there is a man holding a gun, and behind you, there is an android holding a gun.
Okay. This.
So, how do you react?
Wait. Does that mean that they're in the doorway if they're behind me?
Yes,
Okay.
they're standing on the. It is standing on the freight elevator.
Oh. And the lookout is where?
The lookout. So, if you look at the map, so you are right in between the main office and the server room. The freight elevator is right behind you, and the lookout is like, I will say, from the top entrance of. So I
Okay,
would
what-
say you would have actually, with the size of the building, that actually might be medium range from the lookout room to you, and definitely almost engaged to short from the freight elevator.
Out of curiosity, then wouldn't the other two be able to see the freight elevator?
And not if they're both in the main office still.
Okay, so I didn't realize. That's what I wasn't sure of, is if there was direct access to the freight elevator from the main office.
No, there is not.
Okay. Well, this has gone tits up real fast. Let's see. I mean, I guess. Oh man, I can't believe I'm doing this for the first time. I guess I'll cast Natural Barrier
All right. That is, let's
as
see,
an opener.
natural barrier. That let's see. Yeah, you have 2 armor.
Yep.
Okay. So now the question is, wait, why is it an action roll? That should be auto success. You know, I'm gonna quick change that to auto success because I don't. That's just too finicky of it. Like natural, like magical bolt, that can be
Whoops.
an action roll.
You touched it after I touched it.
Oh, whoops. Okay, so you now have more armor. So I will say with that, so I feel like that in D&D terms that would be an action. So I guess you get
Yep.
a reaction from that. I will go ahead and say that with that, you let me take a look at something. What are they? I would say that they have. Okay, I'm gonna give them. I'm gonna say the guy in the lookout. As you do that, you can tell that he raises his gun to directly aim at you.
Okay.
It is so essentially he is carrying like a varmint rifle, or like he is carrying a hunting weapon. Let's see, that would do. It pierces one of your armor. So with that, so that leaves 1 armor left over. It does 2 damage, so it'll take 1 damage. So you take 1 harm from that,
Or it could misfire.
or it could misfire.
Oh, hey, we finally got to use that ability.
So I will say, I will even give you this. I will even say that as he raises, it doesn't like he goes to raise and he just looks at it. He's like, "Wait, what?" Like he tries to. It's like, "Oh, there's like some sort of malfunction," and now you have a chance to react.
Okay. I'm going to punch the fuck out of this android.
All right.
I'm gonna punch that stupid bastard so hard he can actually feel it.
Okay. Go ahead and do an action roll for that.
So is this loud enough for us to kind of hear this, though?
Once the android gets punched, you will.
Let's see. So that's that.
Should it get hit?
What does
Which
it
I
mean
doubt.
when it has burst tag?
Oh shit! What ability has that as a description?
I know Kung Fu. Unarmed strike attacks now have the burst tag.
Crap. So that it hits twice.
Oh, good. Stupid piece of shit.
I would say it hits twice on a crit, is what that means.
Okay.
It's the same thing that the service rifle and a couple of the other automatic weapons have.
What is it again? Position and
So if you're gonna strike, I'm gonna still say it is a risky. Actually, I'm gonna say it's still a desperate because it's right in front of you, and it also has a gun.
in the effect.
The effect is you're close enough. It's gonna be. I feel like I'm just gonna say great.
And one more time to make sure of everything. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure. Boosh.
1153. That is a mixed success. You're gonna hit it, and with basically you punch it, but it's gonna get its round off, and it's gonna hit you square in the chest. But
Okay.
at that point, you're gonna take one harm because it's going to your armor is going to soak up 1, and then 2 damage afterwards, which is gonna be you just take 1 damage.
Bobby will look up from the body when he hears the shot and say, "God damn, that was fast."
Also, yeah, once again, to remember my punches do 2 damage and 1 pierce.
Yep.
And they also ignore 1 armor, so
Wait, does it say it has 1 pierce and ignores 1 armor?
yeah.
That's the same thing twice. Whoops.
Yeah.
I need to fix one of those. Where did you get that?
I don't remember where I got that. It's just 2-1. We'll just say it's got 1 pierce.
It's 2-1. It's dead. Like you punch it and it breaks.
Never trust a Ravi with technology.
Where was my thing? Here we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Bobby will poke his head out of the room with the FAL drawn.
Yeah, like Virtue is just charging out at there now.
Okay, as you do that, you basically from the freight elevator you can see Aravia like just deck the android that's clattered on the ground, missing its head.
Punch directly through its head, yeah.
And then if you look to the right, you can see the guy by the door
Struggling with a gun.
He's basically doing a magazine change.
Because his gun misfired.
All right, Bobby will level the gun and go, and you stop right there, sir.
At that point, basically he's gotten the magazine back in and goes to like raise it.
Okay, well then he gets shot in the face.
All right, do your action roll. You got a pretty solid choice there.
All right, controlled or risky or what?
I'm gonna say since he's just getting up, like it's like he just is going to be aiming. I'd say you don't have like it's gonna be risky just by virtue of you're getting a gun pointed at you, but it is also going to be a standard effect.
Okay. Nothing else. All right.
523. So that is a mixed success.
That's 525.
Or 525. Point still stands. It's a mixed success. Essentially, you're gonna hit him, and he's gonna go down. But he does get he takes it's like a semi-automatic. He takes 2 shots, and 1 wings you in the arm. So you're not gonna take the full brunt of it, but you're gonna take 1 harm.
All right.
Unless you want to resist.
Yes, I do want to resist.
All right. Go ahead and resist physical.
All right. 4.
That is 4. So you take 2 stress. You wing him and you kill him.
All right.
All right. So that one's down. So the android and the guard who has come to ambush you are now down.
Just to be clear, where did the dude come from? He came from the room to the north?
He came from the room to effectively the room that's labeled outlook.
Okay.
He came from the top of those 2 doors.
Oh. All right. Wait, now I'm confused. How the hell? I thought we
what?
came in through the outlook.
We did.
No, you came in through the room that's labeled that doesn't have a label. That's like right next to the 2nd floor label.
Okay, so the northern room.
Yeah.
All right.
I like to think that went pretty well.
Yeah, Bobby's still in action mode. He will.
There you go. That's how you came in with my immaculate drawing.
Bobby will make a motion to Aravi and Virtue to head towards where the human guy came from.
Which I'm doing. So
Bobby will start heading there himself. The gun's still aimed in that direction.
I'll take the southern door then.
Okay, you Okay, so could you repeat what you just said? Just so I know what you're doing.
Taking the southern door to the outlook.
Yeah, and I'm taking
Okay.
the opposite side.
And yeah, so it's Bobby's going where Virtue's going.
Okay, so at that point, you go into the outlook. You can tell from what you can tell, the room reeks of smoke, like cigarette smoke. You can see like a magazine next to a chair. Like the room's lit up. You can tell that it's just been the one person in there, and basically they were most likely just in there reading a magazine, which is probably why they didn't detect that you were coming in.
Good to know.
And
Must
it's
be
like,
them.
what else is in this room? Is this like a security room?
So basically, it's just a room that would outlook like looking into the quarry.
I see.
I'm gonna go look at the magazine. What kind of magazine was he reading?
That's a National Geographic.
Damn, what a boring ass bitch. I was hoping for some
Well-
kitty or something.
Now hold on, which page of the National Geographic?
A boring one.
Hmm.
It's not one of the ones with naked people.
This guy sucks.
Well, now he's dead.
He sucked and then he died. Come on, man. Who's even watching? Why you gotta pretend? Fuck this. I'm going to the freight elevator.
Look, I will not have this man slandered for wanting to learn more about the world
Okay, but like, why not a titty mag?
because you got those at home.
Go ahead.
I was like, because you got those at home.
So?
Variety.
This is stupid. I'm gonna go look for shit to burn the server room. And Ravia just stomps off to the open storage room.
All right, but yeah, is there any sort of security device or any indicator that he was the one that was alerted by the button?
You know what? I will say that there was like an open like communicator of some sort. Like there was like a. Actually, I will give you this. If you go to like the as you go to like the person, you can tell that there is like a there is like a pager on him.
All right.
Actually, good.
Is the pager lit up or anything?
I mean, you can look at it and it just said, like, it looks like a pager when it's not, like, actively receiving something. But you can tell it's on, but it doesn't have, like, an active message.
All right. Actually, does he have any sort of walkie-talkie on him?
I will say yes.
All right, Bobby will take that and pocket it.
Thank you for listening to Hazeltown Story. If you would like to get updates on this show and many other shows hosted by me, LoloDePuzlo, you can follow at Hazeltown Story on Twitter. And if you would like to get to know me, or from a personal standpoint, you can follow my personal Twitter at LoloDePuzlo. If you would like to watch this be recorded live, you can go to twitch.tv/LoloDePuzlo and follow the channel for notifications of when this show, as well as other shows like Retro Rank Rhapsody, are being recorded. If you would like to add this podcast to your podcatcher of choice, you can search for WLDP Hazeltown Radio and find us on most major podcatching search engines. Or you can manually add rss.hazeltown.life to your podcatcher. Thank you for listening, and I hope you come around for the next episode.